Ecce panis verus.
You wake up to the smell of bread. This is August in southern Italy. The morning that comes through your window is warm and golden, carrying the smell of the bakery 3 doors down, whose ovens have been burning since before dawn. You are in Pompeii. It is the most ordinary morning of your life. It is the last ordinary morning of your life. The mountain you can see from your window, the one that has been there your entire life, that your parents could see from their window, that has stood above the city for centuries, is about to open. In the summer of 79 AD, Pompeii is not a ruin. It is not a tragedy waiting to happen. It is a living city. Nearly 20,000 people fill one of the most prosperous and cosmopolitan urban centers in the Roman Empire. 3 public bath complexes
the water
bustle
is
with
particularly
life, where
fine
citizens
this morning,
gather each day
think?
for the distinctly
Indeed,
Roman ritual
it is the
of bathing.
perfect start to
A
the day.
place as much for conversation and business as for cleanliness. Restaurants, thermopolia, stand on almost every block. Their stone counters are already warm from the previous day's cooking. To the north rises Vesuvius, 4,000 feet of green slopes and vineyards, quiet, familiar, harmless, or so everyone believes. It is simply the mountain. It has always been there. It will not always remain the mountain they know. The city wakes early because Roman cities always wake early. Basalt streets echo with footsteps. Merchants unlock shutters. Donkeys turn millstones in slow, patient circles. Pompeii has more than 30 bakeries, and flour has been grinding since before sunrise. The thermopolia prepare breakfast for the majority of the population, many of whom have no kitchens at home. Hot food, cheap food, the Roman version of breakfast on the way to work. The forum slowly fills. Lawyers consult clients beneath shaded colonnades. Merchants arrange their goods. Politicians begin another day of speeches, favors, and public performance. Above the rooftops, always visible, the mountain, green, still, silent. At approximately 1 in the afternoon, something changes. The earth has been restless for days, small earthquakes. Nothing unusual for those who live here. Wells have begun behaving strangely. Some have gone dry, others taste different. Dogs bark without reason, horses refuse commands, donkeys grow agitated. Even the fishermen have noticed something impossible. That morning, the sea pulled back from the shore farther than anyone could remember. Still, life continued. At 1 in the afternoon, you are at the baths. Steam hangs in the air, the water is warm. Conversation fills the room. Someone tells a story so funny that the man beside you laughs until he has to grip the edge of the pool. Then, the mountain opens. The sound arrives first. Not quite an explosion, something deeper. A concussion that moves through both air and earth at once. Every conversation stops. Across every street, every building, every room. Silence. Then comes the column. Ash, gas, rock. Racing upward at nearly 100 miles per hour. Within minutes, it climbs almost 30 kilometers into the atmosphere. Its top spreads outward into the shape Pliny the Younger would later compare to a pine tree. The sky changes. The warm Mediterranean sunlight fades into an eerie grey.
Look at the sky!
The world suddenly feels wrong. Small fragments of pumice begin falling, one piece, then another, then thousands. Those who leave immediately survive. Many who stay do not. The pumice falls for hours, not minutes, hours. The city does not disappear all at once. It is buried slowly, 15 to 20 centimeters every hour. The ash cloud grows so dense that afternoon becomes darker than night. Not the gentle darkness of sunset, an unnatural darkness, absolute. Some people tie pillows to their heads for protection. Others carry torches. Families hold hands, so they will not lose one another. Across the bay, Pliny the Elder launches the Roman fleet, not to flee, to investigate, to understand. He reaches Stabiae, there overcome by volcanic gases. One of Rome's greatest scholars dies while trying to witness history. Back in Pompeii, the Pumice is now over 1 meter deep. Roofs begin collapsing. The mountain is not finished. At approximately 1 in the morning, the first Pyroclastic Surge arrives. A wall of superheated gas and volcanic debris races across the landscape at speeds approaching 700 kilometers per hour. Its temperature reaches nearly 500 degrees Celsius. There is no escape. People die exactly where they stand. A man covering his face, a woman holding her child, 2 people embracing, a dog straining against its chain. Volcanic deposits bury them where they fall. The city is sealed. Pompeii disappears beneath 4 to 6 meters of volcanic material. Within a generation, people no longer know exactly where the city stood. For 16 centuries, one of the richest cities in the Roman Empire remains hidden beneath fields, its streets intact, its buildings standing, its food still in cooking pots, its bread still resting inside ovens. When archaeologists finally uncover it, they do not find ruins, they find interruption. A meeting never finished, a meal never served, a loaf never collected. The graffiti still speaks. Election slogans, declarations of love, insults, jokes, advertisements. One man, named Gaius Pomidius Diphilus, scratched his name onto a wall over a century before the eruption. He did not survive. His writing did. They were all here. The baker whose bread drifted through your window, the man telling the joke at the baths, the child, the dog. It began with the smell of fresh bread and ended beneath a mountain that had been waiting far longer than anyone knew.